The fenders had some big, what I call boogers, contamination in the paint, and there's also this chip here. So I started out with 120, which I know is pretty aggressive, and hand sanded and just knocked those things down. And then I went to 320, excuse me, to 220, and with the 220 I used the inline sander and did the real flat surfaces here and this contour here. And then I used a DA and very, very lightly covered this area here. I didn't do this with a DA, believe it or not, and got that taken care of. And then I went ahead and used a big block with some 220 on it as well. And after that, I used 320 with the big block and a little hand sanding block too, and brought that down a little bit. And then the final that I did is I used this here with some of the gray kind of Scotch-Brite stuff on it with a spray of water, and got that down and cleaned it off, and I'm pretty happy with it, with the exception of the little chips that I have here. I'm gonna have to address those. And I did get down to the polyester primer in 2 spots here and the spot in the front that I showed you. So what I had planned on doing is use I have some epoxy primer, which is a kind of a semi-high build kind of a primer. I was going to reduce it down a little bit so it's a little thinner than normal, and cover these areas here and then sand them down to get them nice and smooth, and then it'll be ready for paint. We'll probably do that the same day that I paint it. I don't know. Your advice would be helpful.